make this very clear that once again, good morning, everybody. Today, this is Monday morning power cell meeting, and we're going to go through the 6 steps to becoming successful in this business. 6 steps, the 6 daily steps, what we need to be doing daily. The challenge for some people is that they don't know what to do next. They know what to do on a weekly basis using the SMO, standard method of operation. But a lot of people don't know how to implement the DMO, the daily method of operation. Now it's getting more interesting, right? You see, this is a business. This is not a side hustle. If you run this as a side hustle, you will lose. Let me say it again. If you run this as a side hustle, you will lose. Now, when I say lose, you won't get to the peak of your expectation. You won't get the kind of money and success you deserve. So that's what I mean by you will lose. However, if what you want is just small money, that's okay. But then I will challenge you. Why would you want small money? You have a lot of people surrounding you that need help. So if you don't need the money, at least your brothers and your sisters will need the money. If your brothers and sisters are comfortable, at least your father or your mother will need the money. So make the money. Okay, what if your father and your mother is comfortable? It's okay. At least your neighbors might need it. Yeah, But what if your neighbors are comfortable? All right. At least your clan people, your village people need it. That one I'm sure. All village people are poor. They will need the money. So make the money for your village people. Okay, what if all your village people, your clan, everybody, your genealogy, all of them are rich? You won't be here. Leave that thing. Leave that thing. What are you doing here? If everybody is rich around you, what are you doing here? You'll be like Dangote, be a philanthropist and then give it. Am I complicated? So make the money for your village people. Even if everybody around has money, give me the money. I need it. I have 2 twins. Amen. Thank you very much. Let's leave that thing. Some people will be I don't have time. I don't have time. Come on, man. You have time. All of us have time, but then we need to know what to do to maximize our time. So I'm going to go through the 6 steps for us to be successful in this business on a daily basis. All right. Again, please understand that I am particularly concerned about those who are committed in this business, particularly. It doesn't mean that if you want small money, you can do this business. It doesn't mean that if you want a side hustle, you can do this business. But I am particularly concerned about those who want to go the extra mile and make something big for themselves on this world. My target is to raise, personally, 20,000 people who make $1 million. Now, I'm not going to make a millionaire per se, but then we're going to work together. I'm going to push the best way I can so that you can create the millionaire, bring out the millionaire in you. Each and every one of us has in our possession the millionaire maker. So what you are here for is to learn how to explode that $1 million man or woman that God has created you to be. So let me get to the crux of the matter quickly. All right, so this is very important, so pay attention expressly. There you go. Now, daily method of operation is a 6-step checklist. All right, 355, 3555, 3 plus 3. So you could call it 3 555, 3 plus 3. 3 555, 3 plus 3. So you can have it at the back of your head. And you have to tick every one. Now, this is a structured, I'm telling you, if you operate on this, understand me. If you use this DMO every day, because it's all about the activity, the process. Every day you begin to see your progress. You begin to see everything changing in your business. So let me attack it. 6 daily steps to success. 3, create 3 pieces of content on a daily basis. Step 2, meet 5 new contacts every day. Step 3, Book 5 people for presentation every day. Step 4, follow up with 5 prospects that you sent invites to every day. Step 5, 3 prospects to watch a video or attend a presentation or a 3-way call. Then the last step are for those who have downlines already. Call 3 committed downlines daily. That is why it is +3. If you don't have a downline, the 5 steps will do the magic. But don't worry, very soon you have a downline and it begins with. So let me break it down, everything down quickly. We'll first of all start by the regimented workflow for part-timers and then full-timers. So if you're a part-timer, you have to put in a minimum of 3 hours every day. Remember that you put in 8 hours to 10 hours every day in your job, minimum for most people. 8 to 10 hours every day. And perhaps you're not making the kind of money you deserve. Perhaps they're not even paying you what you're worth, but you're putting in 10 hours every day, or sometimes 8 hours, or sometimes even more than 10 hours, right? So if you say, if you want to do this business and you're putting in 3 hours, suggested 3 hours every day, that is the minimum you can put actually. I mean, it's an insult that you want to make 500,000 naira, 800,000 naira, 250,000 naira on a daily basis and you're putting in 3 hours every day. I mean, come on now, it's an insult to our sensibilities. In reality and logically, does it really work? No. You can't make that big money putting in 3 hours every day. However, you can start planting with 3 hours every day. You can't make the billions, the millions, the hundreds of thousands every month in this business by putting in 3 hours. All right, I'm just being open, I'm being sincere, and I'm being very honest. However, you can start with 3 hours daily to begin to set your foundations right. Okay, because if you have a job that pays you 300,000 every month, for instance, and you start with 3 hours and you're putting in 10 hours in that job, right? Or let's say 12 hours every day. Out of that 12 hours, you remove 3 hours for this business, all right? Remember, you have 24 hours in a day, so there's still 3 hours you can scrape up, meaning that no more hanging out, gisting, unproductive gist. So just 3 hours, right, in a day. And I'm going to show you how to add it up together. Now, if you do this, it means that you're beginning to build a system of financial freedom for yourself. Do you know that it's possible in the next 3 to 4 months, max 6 months, you can begin to make as high, almost close to maybe 150,000, 200,000 naira in this business? If you're utilizing the 3 hours, using the DMO on a daily, my goodness, you will push your business. That is if you have 7 centers and above, 7 centers or 15 centers, all right? So I'm just breaking everything down. If you have 3 centers and below, it may not work as the way I'm trying to explain it now. But you have a 400K salary, and then you're doing 3 hours every day, and then in 3 months, you begin to make 200,000 every month or 250,000 every month. Nobody will tell you to put this as a full-time business. Why? Because you're only putting 3 hours every day, right? And then you're now making 250K every month. But your job that you put 10 hours for the past 10 years, your salary has remained 400,000 or 350,000 naira, now increased to 400,000. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to let you know that this business that you're putting 3 hours every day that is now paying you 250,000, and if you put in 100% of your time in this business, it will shoot you up to 500K, 600K, worth more than the job you're doing. Am I communicating? It's just common sense. So breaking it down, your part-timer, first 30 minutes in a day, 3 pages of recommended book to improve your content. So you could wake up before the Parcel meeting, put in 30 minutes, read 3 pages of the book, all right? I advise you to wake up a bit earlier, 5 o'clock in the morning. Then another 30 minutes, book 5 prospects to attend presentation. So after our Parcel meeting, use just 30 minutes and then book people for presentation for 5 p.m. Today is Monday, we have presentation, so book people for for that, all right? And then another 1 hour within the day, maybe during your lunchtime, give 5 questionnaires to make 5 new friends on Facebook, Instagram, and the rest, all right? So just 1 hour to do that during your lunch break. Then 30 minutes, follow up with any 5 prospects. This could happen around 2 or around 3. Just 30 minutes, just follow up on any 5 prospects. And 15 minutes, ensure 3 of your prospects see our presentation. That is in the evening by 5 p.m. for some days. And then after that, call 3 of your serious downlines. It just takes less than 15 minutes, but maximum 15 minutes. Just call them. Hey, how you doing? So let me break it down. That is for part-timers. This is for full-timers. Put in 8 hours minimum daily as follows. 8 in the morning to 9 a.m. power cell meeting. That is for Saturdays, but then for weekdays, it is 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. All right. Then 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. booking, that is for full-timers. From 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Now, if it's weekly, you start from 7 to 8. Sometimes the cell meeting can shift to 8:30. So let's say from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., you're booking prospects for presentation. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., you're doing follow-up calls. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., you're on break. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., prospecting activities, sharing questionnaires, making new friends. And then 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., follow-up calls, calling serious downlines. And then 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., online prospecting using the eligibility link so you can prospect online. So this is a full workflow. So let me break the 6 steps down quickly. Step 1, create 3 pieces of content daily. It's very important. Now, if you want to leave lasting impact for your business, family, or community, you must be the person that people want to join and follow. So we're not training second-hand partners here. We're training leaders, right? And leaders want to create impact in themselves, their family, and their community. So you have to be a person of substance, a person that people want to follow. And how you can do that is by creating 3 pieces of content every day. It's part of the daily method of operation, because people need to know that you're a woman or a man of content. And that is the time they begin to listen to you. And how do you do this? Now, you don't have to kill yourself if you don't get it right in the beginning. But the most important thing is that you're doing the activity. So 3 pieces of content, if you can do 1 piece of content in a day, it's okay. All right, you can start with that. Then eventually you grow to 2 pieces of content in a day, and then eventually 3 pieces of content in a day. So you on your WhatsApp status, you post a quote. All right, you could post 3 quotes, 3 different quotes. You've done that for that day. On your Facebook, where you have large followings and presence, you post 3 quotes. All right, content. You could post. It could be a picture, and you just say, "Hey, nice day." As simple as that. You could post 1 lovely picture that you took with not Infinix phone, or the picture you took with Samsung phone. All right, that's just on a lighter note. However, but what I'm trying to say is that the image has got to be really nice, and you take the picture, you put it on Facebook, and you simply write "lovely day," content 1. You could post a second post, could be a quote, talking, it could be a motivational quote, it could be a business quote. Just put it there on your Facebook. All right, it could be a combination. Just post a very lovely picture of yours, and then you just put the quote on the caption of the picture. Do you understand? So that's how to make it happen. 3 pieces of content every day. So people are looking at, this person is interesting. This person is interesting. And then it doesn't have to be something super elaborate. If it's your picture, the idea is you're grabbing people's attention, and people know that this person is a lovely person. This person, enjoys life, because La Bonavida is living a good life. We attend a wedding, you post it there, put a solid caption that will, bring up people's interest. All right, so that is creating 3 pieces of content every day. And that is the first 3. Step 2. Well, we're still on step 1. on creating 3 pieces of content every day. The 3 rules for creating content that attracts prospects you always have to do is to inspire, educate, and entertain. So that is the guideline, all right, on how to make this work. Something that inspires people, something that educates them, all right, teaching them the 4 quadrants, talking about the 4 quadrants, how to make money, and then, you know, something to entertain people. So that is the rule. So don't go into politics and begin to discuss politics. It divides. Don't go into and begin to talk about religion. It divides. You begin to lose followers because these are divisive topics. So, but any topic that can inspire, any topic that can educate, any topic that can entertain, fantastic. Then step 2. I hope you're with me. Okay. Step 2, meet 5 new contacts a day. Now, how to use CLAM, C-L-A-M, to find prospects on Facebook and Instagram. All right, this is a very quick one. Now, why must you do this? Because you need to keep your prospecting funnel full, because that's where you get extract people. Some of you say, I've sent messages to everybody I know. I mean, then create new people, know more, you know, get to know more people on a daily basis. So using the CLAM, comment on a post, somebody makes a post on Facebook, on Instagram, comment on that post, all right? Like it, and then add the person who posted as a friend. I mean, especially if you look at the person and the person is an upgoing person, the person is, you know, is consistent, and then message the person you added and introduce yourself to the person. So you're trying, now you don't just go and message people on Instagram or Facebook. You don't know them yet. You now message them and now say, hey, I'm this. You did not follow them. You did not express any form of interest. And then you're just coming from nowhere and say, hey, I'm this. The next thing that will enter their head is, oh, this person is coming to sell me something. And they put their defense on. But when you go through the natural process of the CLAM, comment on their post, all right? Hey, yeah, you're correct. You like the post, all right? So there's something that you're building up from somewhere, and that of course they'll see it, and you can do it a couple of times, all right? That, I mean, 5 new contacts, meet 5 new contacts every day. That could be what you're just doing. Comment on the post, like a post, all right? And then add the person as a friend. Look for another post, comment, like, add. Look for another post, comment, like, add. Comment, like, add. Then the message might come later, all right? So do 5 in a day. Do 5 in a day. Before you know it, if you're doing 5 in a day, in 7 days, how many have you done? 35. Is it not 35 new people? In a month, how many do you think you'd have done? I mean, come on, it's not rocket science. But please focus on activity and not results. Some of you might say, okay, let me do this and I'll be getting signups every day. No, once you focus on the activity, the result will come. Let me say it again. Once you focus on the activity, the result will eventually come. Excuse me, let's break this down so that you understand. If you plant corn, if you plant flour, if you plant anything, what is the activity you need to be doing? You need to be pruning, you need to be watering it, and you need to be taking care of it, right? Now, what people usually do in this business, they focus on the result. They focus on the corn coming out so that they can sell it and make money, or they can eat and be replenished, right? But that's dangerous, because when you're focusing on the result, focusing on the corn to come out, you are neglecting invariably the activity that will bring the result. The watering of the plant, the pruning of the plant, you're not doing it. So inevitably, the results will not favor you. But imagine you forget about the corn, forget about the fact that you're hungry, forget about the fact you need to make money from the corn, selling the corn, and then all you're thinking of is the activity that will lead to the result. And you keep watching, is there any way that you will not get your results? It's not possible. So I see that a lot of people are doing that already. You are too anxious. You want to get the result. You want to get the result. Life, anything of value takes process. You need to understand that. You want to have the baby, it takes a process of 9 months, approximately, give and take. You want to be wealthy, it takes a process of building a business system. You want to toast a lady and you want to eventually get married to the lady. As a guy, you have to take a process of toasting her. Abi? Yes. How many people have actually come and said, boom, I see you, I like you, marry me. And the lady actually marries you. I mean, there may be such cases, but they are rare, right? They're not normal human beings. But you have to take that process. They need to know you. You need to date. It takes process. The person that says, boom, come, marry me, that means they don't value you. It means that that relationship is not valuable. That's the truth of the matter, all right? But remember, it's not always the case, but I'm just saying, all things being equal. Focus on the activity, not the result. Step 3, book 5 people for presentation every day. Yes. Daily method of operation. If you can get this straight, 355533. 355533. Boom. That is the sequence. This is step 3. Book 5 people for a presentation. For example, some common internal concerns may be, that feels wrong. They are going to think I'm using them. I don't want them to think I'm spamming them. Shouldn't I build a connection first? Use the script. These thoughts will be entering your head. Am I not too forward? Am I not too? It doesn't. Don't overwhelm yourself with such questions. What your concern is, I have to book 5 people today. I just have to book 5 people today. It is possible that you may not be able to book 5 people every day. For some of you who are new, if you're old and you're a full-timer, this is a must. If you break this cycle, you are committing a business suicide. But if you're new, you could start with booking 2 people in a day, all right? But then the target is to hit a minimum of 5 people in a day. So focus on activity, not the result. Focus on activity, not the result. Book 5 people, presentation every day. So step 4, follow up with any 5 prospects. Now, booking people, let me go back to step 3. Booking 5 people for presentation means that you have prospected people. You've given them questionnaires, all right? And they fill the questionnaire. So today you must, at least some of you might be booking 10 in a day, 20 in a day. It's okay, but at least a minimum of 5. So what we're saying is, after giving a questionnaire, you have to book them now. You have to invite them for a presentation. So you have to book 5 people in a day. Step 4, follow up with any 5 prospects. So follow up means that some people attended yesterday's event, so you have to follow them up today. All right. Okay, you have to attend the QSD. So you follow them up and make sure they attend the QSD and the IPO. Do you understand? But follow up with a minimum of 5 prospects in a day. All right, this can be new or old prospects. There are some people that attended on Friday. They saw the business presentation on Friday, but they've not attended the QSG. Then today you book them. They are part of who you're going to book for QSG today. So minimum of 5. So remember, it's all about the activity, not the results. Step 5, show 3 prospects our presentation. Now, after you book, you must make sure at least 3 people see the presentation, or you must make sure that you do the one that you can do. 3 prospects, use our booklet, show them presentation, all right? Show 3 prospects our presentation. Book them. You can book 5 people, but make sure that at least 3, minimum of 3 attend. You can book 20, but make sure that a minimum of 3 attend. And how do you do that? To follow them up during the time of presentation. So if you book someone to attend presentation by 9 a.m. today, and they say, yes, I will attend. So what some people do is that they take that word. Because they said that I'm going to attend, they don't remind them again. Error. You have to do a reminder call. After doing a reminder call, say, hey, how you doing? Did you get the Zoom meeting? Have you downloaded me a Zoom? Yeah, I've done that. Now, some of you also do this. Because you don't understand how powerful this business is and how the DMO works, you want to always use shortcuts. That temptation is always there for everybody, but it's not healthy. Looking for shortcuts won't give you the required energy and the power you need in this business. Looking for shortcut is the things you ought to have done with a phone call, you try to do it with a text message or a WhatsApp message. Now you could send a WhatsApp message because you just want to follow the easy way out. Send the WhatsApp message. They may not read it before the time of the presentation. For instance, assuming we're talking about inviting them for presentation. So you could send them the WhatsApp message. They've been busy, they've not read it. But if you call them and say, hey, have you gotten the Zoom meeting link? They say, yes, I have. All right, fantastic, guy. It is the next 8 hours, the meeting is going to commence. So just clear your decks for 5 p.m. is going to happen. Then 10 minutes before 5 or 20 minutes before 5 o'clock, you can now send them an SMS or WhatsApp message. Do you understand? So you need to get at least 3 people to learn our business every day. In the beginning, you may not get up to that number attending, but 40 days later, maximum, you will find it easier as you will have more people to invite because you're going to be inviting more people. That means more people, there'll be more people to see the presentation. So make it a point of duty that you get a minimum of 3 people to see our business presentation. And this is the last for those who have downlines. Call 3 committed downlines daily. Call, don't text. Call serious partners. All right, now what does this do? This helps you to reach out to people who are already in your team and they don't feel abandoned. All right, 3 committed downlines, just call them. It could be just to call them and say, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? Any challenges? No, all right, boom. I just called to say hi. I just called to check up on you. 3 downlines who are committed. Minimum of 3. You could call 5 if you have 5 committed downlines. If you have 6 committed downlines, you could do that. But then make sure you teach them to do the same thing for their own downline so that you don't call, for instance, you have your first generation downline and your first generation downline has his own downline. Call this guy and teach him how to make the same, use the DMO so that he will also be calling this guy. So you don't do all the calling. The only time you call this person, because this person is under you and this person is under this person, okay? I hope you're looking at me. I hope you're seeing my video. Because if you're not seeing it, what I'm saying now will make sense. So if you call this dude, if you call the person in your first generation, all right, your person in the first generation should be the one to call and check up his own person, right? But the only time you call your second generation person is if your first generation person is not serious, is not committed, but your second generation person is serious and committed, you can now reach out to the person. Boom, that is it. 6 steps for your daily method of operation. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. With this, if you implement this and you put it into practice, there is no way your business will not multiply beyond your wildest imaginations. I'm telling you, I used this in my earlier stages, man, it was ridiculous because I was no longer, but see, it happened to me. When I started, at some point, I started, stressing myself about the outcome. I'm not getting more signups. More people are not signing up. It was overwhelming until I began to do my research and I found out that it doesn't make any natural sense that if you are a builder that you focus on the outcome. No, focus on the process. The process, the activities will lead to the successful outcome that you deserve. Any questions?